people for helping us conduct this session. Let me begin this session by seeking the blessings of Lord Dhanvantari. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Dhanvantaraye Amrita Kalashahastaya Sarvamaya Vinashanaya Trailokyanataya Shri Mahavishnave Namaha. Now, I would like to introduce today's expert, Dr. A.R. Ramdas, sir, who is going to share his views on the topic Panchakarma for the election. Hailing from Thrissur, the cultural capital of Kerala, Ramdas, sir, is offering his services to Ayurveda and also teaching Ayurveda, and currently is the medical director of Vaidyagrama Ayurveda in Coimbatore. He has completed his Ayurveda graduation from Ayurveda College, Coimbatore, and underwent a training in Netra Chikitsa under the guidance of traditional Ayurveda ophthalmologist Manakunnatha Gopalan Vaidya. He followed this by training under the well-known pediatrician CNS Gangadhar Vaidya. He has headed his family firm Rajendra Pharmacy, RPM Ayurvedic Nursing Home, as well as the Ayurveda Center of Punarnava Ayurveda at Vietnam. His compassion and expertise are in offering Ayurveda care for varied ailments, and currently he has been also chosen as the guru for RAV and has Shishyas under him for training. I welcome you, sir, and with these few words, I would like to invite you to begin the session.
So thank you, Poojaji. With warm welcome we had. I am very glad to be. This is my second year as a RAV Guru. I am very glad to, because this is a very beautiful platform. We can share everything about Ayurveda. I believe the main reason for this Ayush is because of our respected Prime Minister Modi ji and Vaidya Tribuna ji and Koteja ji. Everybody made a very Ayurveda boost in our own country, where the tradition is not practicing in our own life. And that part of that Rashtriya Vidyapit, Ayurveda Vidyapit started. And it is made so much of developments in Ayurveda, and it made so many people to learn Ayurveda and practice Ayurveda in their own life. Here, today we are going to discuss on addictions. What is the Ayurveda is telling about? What is the importance of Panchakarma in addictions? We are all going for that. We can start with the prayer. It will be the very significant prayer, actually, by Vagbhadacharya, as the primary or the auspicious or devotional sloga started in the first chapter of Ashtanga Hridaya. By explaining the meaning of that particular sloga itself brings the why the diseases are manifested. It is nothing but because of the addictions. Addictions are the reason for all the diseases. Addictions of our selfish practices. We can start with that prayer. Ragadirogan sadhadanushaktan asheshagaya prasridana sheshan Aulsukya moharatitanjakhana yo apurva vaidyaya namostu tasmai. Gurur Brahma, Gurur Vishnu, Gurur Devo Maheshwara, Guru Sakshat Parabrahma, Tasmai Sri Gurave Namaha. By that auspicious verse, Vagbhadacharya is telling what is the cause for the diseases? What is the nidana of the diseases? He starts with the ragadi. Raga, Lobha, Irshya, Dvesha, Mada, Malsarya. These are the 6 emotions our ego is holding. And that causing the diseases. Ragadi Rogan. Whatever the karma or whatever the practices we are experiencing through our words, verbally, thought-wise, and action-wise. All has the impact on our body. And that can create the imbalances to the body. Our practices means what we desire, what we are expecting, what we are practicing for our selfish happiness. Everything are the reason for creating the bad energy of this space, including our body. In our same Ashtanga Hridaya book, the text treatise, the first chapter itself also telling about the Sughartha Sarvabhutanam. Sughartha Sarvabhutanam Mada Sarva Pravrittaya. Whatever the practices we are doing, whatever the religion we are following, we are focusing on the Sukha. Sughartha Sarvabhutanam. Every creatures, not only the human, every creatures are practicing the Sukha or longing for the Sukha. What is the meaning of the Sukha actually? One and only the creature, the human being, is treated that word sukha as pleasures. What we can achieve for our own selfish happiness. We are in that definition. Synonym of the sukha, we relate with the joy. We relate with the happiness, which is only for our own happiness, our own mind. That is the cause for the diseases. All other animals are following that particular word in a particular sense because they doesn't have the mind. They doesn't have the manas. They follow the spirit within. They follow the consciousness within. They follows the inner consciousness within. One and only the creature which is following the sukha in a selfish way, that is creating all the problems. Not only the diseases, the problem of the world. Acharya says, ragadis, these 6 negative emotions are creating Aulsukya, Moha and Aradi. If we are following these 6 negative emotions continuously in your practice, continuously in your selfish practice, it will lead to Aulsukya, Moha and Aradi. Aulsukya means anxiety. Moha means confusion. Aradi means restlessness. Anxiety, confusion, and restlessness. These 3 emotions or our nature. What is it? It is nothing but the stress. So every disease are caused by the stress. Aulsukya, Moha, and Aradi. Aulsukya, Moha, and Aradi. These 3 combination makes the diseases. Now, I think the 5 years back, the WHO, World Health Organization, they stated the reality. By 2020, all the diseases are because of the nidana or the causative factor for the diseases are related to the psychosomatic disorders. Everything we can relate with the mind. Mind is the basic cause for the diseases. Bhagavadacharya very clearly mentioned in the first sloga itself. The causative factor for all the diseases are because of our mental state, where we are only focusing the selfishness. Sukhartha sarvabhudanam. Even all the acharyas are made the statement of sukha, the meaning, that the definition or the niyukti of the sukha is sushtukha. That is the niyukti. Sushtukha. That means good space. instead of exploiting the space around us, we have to create the good space. So that is the sukha means, that is the meaning of the sukha. When I start practicing that process, that sukha process, then automatically my mind will be in balance. My mind become prasanna. Prasanna is you remember the sloka of the definition of the sosta, definition of the healthy being from the Susruta Samhita. Samadosha samagnischa samadhadur malakriya prasanna atmendriya manaha sosta ityabhidhiyate. In that, he says, prasanna atmendriya manaha. The mind has to be content. Mind has to be in this moment. Mind has to live in this moment. Mind has to ready with the reality by doing its karma of service to create the good space. So we have to think, when we are thinking about the addictions, when you go through this chapter or this subject, we should not only think about the addictions which we are getting from the alcohol, getting from the other nicotine, opioid, cannabis, or addictions are not merely not that. Addictions are come from our ragadis. Addictions are come from our thought of selfishness or being in that selfishness. That is the reason for the all problems of the world. Yatraiga smriti vibramsha tatsarvam asadhuyal. In our life process, whatever the decision we are making on anything, we have to very clear understanding on this process, this yatraiga smriti vibramsha tatsarvam asadhuyal. Whatever the things I am using, if it is making my brain
Sir, your mic went on mute. Sir, your mic is on mute. We can't hear you. Namaste, sir. Sir, you're on mute, sir. Namaste, sir. Can you hear me? Sir.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, sir. Last 5 minutes it was on mute, sir. Not an issue.
What can happen? Oh, sorry. We didn't do anything, but I don't know.
It happened by
Automatically.
mistake, sir. It's okay.
So
And
sorry.
sir, if you are changing the slides, sir, we are still on the first slide, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, then fine. Some queries came. Not an issue. You can continue. Sorry.
So the actually I think I didn't change the slide till just now only I changed the slide. So the addiction we have to think in that way. Now you can understand the in modern theory, and also we Ayurveda doctors are also practicing that theory of continuous medication for lifetime. That is also an addiction. That is also an addiction. And that is creating more problem than that of any other addictions. Actually. In America, the third largest reason for the death is the doctor's prescription. Unnecessary taking medicines causing the diseases, causing the death. And I believe the main reason for now we are all experiencing the new word or new diseases. Every diseases become autoimmune disorders, autoimmune diseases, sorry, autoimmune diseases. Have you ever thought of what is the reason? It is also because of the addictions. Continuous chemical or GERA we are putting into our system continuously through our medications, through the drugs, through the food which contains preservatives, pesticides. Whatever the food we are taking, it has some or other chemicals. So continuous taking all these food substances and medications create imbalances in our body because it is acting on the system unnaturally. Ayurveda is very go with the nature. Ayurveda respect the nature. Ayurveda is not for disturbing or imbalancing the nature.
What is
Ayurveda is not for can all can hear you, no?
Yes, sir.
No. So Ayurveda is not for imbalancing the nature. Our medicines, our herbal medicines are also not for imbalancing the nature. It supports the nature. It will not do anything harm to the nature. It follows the nature. When you go through the Ayurveda prescriptions or Ayurveda medicines, it is for the disease at that moment.
karma?
When the disease become balanced, when the samadosha, samagni, samadhadur malakriya happens, then there is no need of that medicine. We have to stop. In Ayurveda, it is very clearly mentioned. When the symptoms reduced, we have to follow the patya only, follow the regimen, routine only. Or in chronic condition, we have to change the medicine. Otherwise, it will sadhmya, wholesome to the system. It doesn't show the action. But in modern medicine, it creates so many continuous imbalances to our internal organs. So we have to we should have a clear understanding of how we can minimize the chemicals to the system, stimulants to the system, the sedating chemicals to the system. We have to avoid by ourselves, as well as we have to prescribe. Whenever we prescribe any stimulating medicines, whenever we prescribe any sedating medicines, we have to make them to understand it is for that particular reason. Then after that, we have to stop. It should not make any addiction to the body. When the body become addicted, it will create the unnatural way of reaction we will get. That is the thing we are experiencing from the autoimmune condition. 100% why this autoimmune condition we are experiencing in the recent years is because of the continuous medications. We have to remember this, because now we are moving to that kind of state where we are blaming the body. We are blaming the body is doing something bad against my life. We are not rethinking or thinking about why it happened. It is 100% because of our way of treating the body with these unnatural chemicals, which imbalances the body. Why I am saying this as a threat, or it's because when the body becomes unnatural, our Ayurveda medicine will not work, because body, our nature is our body is become completely unnatural. So how we can bring back the body strong? It is impossible. Our body become machine-like. Everything is balanced by the medicines. Everything is working with the help of the medicines. Where Ayurveda cannot sustain, because Ayurveda is based on the natural. When we become machines, there is no need of Ayurveda. this Ayurveda fraternity, we have to think when the autoimmune condition, Ayurveda cannot do anything because we have to make sure that each and every human being has to be in working with the natural way. There is no unnatural, clever way of action in our body. This is a very important thing we have to think about. So how we can make our patient back to the nature? It is a difficult part. It is a very difficult part. We also are having the fear of withdrawing the medicines. We also are having the how it is possible. We have to make I think strong or very it is a Herculean task. We as a Ayurveda physician, we have to do this. We have to make an effort. For that, it's very important. We also have to follow. Make sure that the diet wise, medicine wise, active wise, we have to very clear. I will not follow any chemical in my day-to-day practice. We have to follow the minimum processed food. We will not go for the very highly processed and highly treated with different flavors. We have to practice that. And when we think about this prescription drug abuse, nicotine addiction, alcohol abuse, we have to all practice. We have to stop first. Then only we can preach. Aditi bodha ajarana prajarana. Whatever we want to preach or we want to prescribe. Before that, we have to follow. So all this practice we have to start. We can say so many things about the effect of the Ayurveda medicines in addictions, but we have to start from this. Then only it will make the change, or whatever the unnatural things are happening around this world, we can make it back to the nature. What is drug addiction? Drug addiction, now I am coming back to the modern theory or modern. Why? Because we have to understand there are so many changes happened in the addictions. So many things we are introduced in our life, day-to-day life, with these addictive things, where we are focusing only the sukha of the mind, only the selfish happiness of the mind. Repeated drug use, inability to stop, devastating impacts. So many, when you go through our own life or whatever the life experiences around you, we are experiencing one or other or two, several people their life is devastated with the drugs, with the alcohol, with the other addictions. Genetic predisposition. Here we have to think about the what Ayurveda says. Our mind is not the reason. We say our inner consciousness is the one causative factor. I believe there is no description on addictions. Madatya can be happen from the previous or the hereditary disposition is not told in the Madatya. This is the modern theory. And personality factors. Yeah, that is also a very important thing too. Why I am following the addictions or additive things. Personality has a role. There are certain personality disorder like antisocial.
Namaste, sir. You went on mute again. Just now.
Sorry, it is automatically it is moving mute. I think
Yes,
I
sir.
don't know what is the
Some
reason.
technical issues. No problem, sir. Just now it got muted. You can continue.
And environmental influences. The peer pressure, exposure to the drug use, difficult life circumstances. All these are very common in Western as well as in India. Now it is increasing. In India, the addictions are increasing. But in my thought, I thought when the happiness in the family, when we lose, there is a chance for the addiction or chance for the drug abuse or alcohol abuse. And in India, I thought it is not a problem because the families are having a very beautiful bond. Now it is changing, but so one reason for the environmental influences is the family, that structure, that bond is not there. And it is created, we can see the why that family bonding or family that love and care between each and every members of the family, why it is not there. Again, the reason is nothing but our selfishness. We are only focusing on my own happiness. We are not thinking about the others. Common addictive substances we can go through. Opioids, including the prescription painkillers like oxycodone and the heroin. Depressants, including the alcohol, benzodiazepines, and the barbiturates. Stimulants, cocaine, amphetamines, and the methamphetamine. And hallucinogens like LSD, psilocybin, and ketamine, MSD, and all those things. Opioids, it creates in how it balances the imbalances our system. Neurological action, it aggravates vata in the brain, central nervous system, and it creates chronic pain conditions. And constipation is it's a digestive system, action on the digestive system. Urinary disorders also can happen by the opioids. Cannabis also, it increases the vata in the body, leading to the anxiety, depression, and other mental health issues. And also it imbalance the digestive, disturb the digestive fire, and long-term use can lead to the metabolic functions, the negative impact on the metabolic functions. Nicotine, surely it will create so much of imbalances in the lungs, brain, blood, and tuberculosis is a cardinal sign of the weakened lungs. When lungs become weak, automatically the manifestation of this tuberculosis bacilli, the bacteria can enter into the system. Caffeine also comes under the stimulating addictive. It is very we can I can share my experiences. So when I went to another country, the Vietnam is very famous for the coffee. So somebody invited me to have a coffee, to try that coffee. You can't believe, I had around 50-60 ml of the coffee. Within a 10-15 minutes, my body starts shivering, and I don't know what to do. That restlessness happens, that aradhi happens, and I went to the restroom I feel to urinate. You can't imagine that whatever I peed, I urinated, has a full of smell of coffee smell. What it means? It is 100%. It is body is telling, I don't want this. Please take it away from this. Within 10-15 minutes, the kidney made an effort to take it out. So that stimulant, even that makes you feel stimulated or feel strong, but body doesn't want that. Body doesn't want that particular chemical. If I am taking that every day, I am in one way I am abusing my kidney. I am disturbing my system continuously. So we have to realize all these things. Here comes the why I said the creating the good space is our karma. Creating the good space is our dharma. That is the way we can get the prasanna atmendriya manaha. Sugar. Now everybody know the number of diabetes in India is increasing because this is the taste or this is the addiction everybody can have, because all other things are having, we have to spend extra money. For this, we can easily available. How much we are using the sugar, that much chance for the kleda, chance for the excess moisture in the body, and that brings the imbalances. Or we can say it will surely impact on the endocrine glands, the which brings the energy to the system. So how much we are practicing the stimulating things on our body, it will create some imbalances. So how we can overcome this? One and only the way is the prayaschitta. Prayaschitta means atonement, where whatever I did bad to my body, I have to avoid. I have to away from that. That is the medicine we have to follow. Prayaschitta is the medicine. Prayaschitta is the practice. Prayaschitta is the atonement. What we have to do. Nissukhatvam sukhayacha. Here again that sukha comes. Being unpleasant for keeping the sukha, keeping the health of our body. Being unpleasant for making the balance of the body. Making the samadosha, samagni, samadhatu for the body. Comes to the alcohol. Alcohol in Ayurveda, it is told we should not buy it, brew it, sell it, drink it. Even though that rule is told, we can see so many medicines are made with self-generated alcohol. But that all are for practicing the or prescribe for the prescription to bring the digestive fire back to normal only for certain period to balance the vada in the body. We use the different kinds of self-generated herbal wines. Very important is the dose in that. And here we are using in de-addiction therapy, we use this herbal wines as a transition, because sudden withdrawal of anything will cause problems. Problems means there will be so much of withdrawal symptoms, very difficult withdrawal symptoms, like some dangerous things can happen with that withdrawal symptoms. So we, especially to the alcohol. So alcohol withdrawal, we can do only by making them in a slowly we have to reduce. For that we use this certain herbal wines like Madhuga, Savam and all we use for that. Slowly we can stop. So then the patient also will not feel bad. Patient also will this is a kind of psychologically it will make some way of, yes, I am going through this process, and slowly we are regaining the energy of the liver, energy of the other things by. So alcohol can create all these liver disorders, skin disorders, eye diseases, intoxication, everything connected to the pitta. These are the other addictions now we are all experiencing. Food addictions, technology addiction, gambling. We have to realize, we have to share what is the reason for all these problems. As we discussed in the initially, we are working on selfish practice. We are not selfless. That is the reason we are all having this problem. Even this technology addiction, like now we are all practicing the we are every day we are practicing the very to the technology, and we are into that, and whatever the social media announcing or the social media propagating, their propagation is again against the good space, because we believe that most of the, I think one of the main thing we focus is you have to experience the life for your happiness, your own happiness. You have to keep doing whatever you are doing only for your selfish happiness. Don't waste time. You have to continue your journey for getting that happiness. But unfortunately, we are, even the propaganda is there. We are not getting the happiness continuously forever with the from the whatever the things we are experiencing from the physical world. We are not using our mind for their own real functions. We are using that for our own selfish happiness. We cannot make the mind content on one thing, because mind continuously changing from the morning till evening. How many things our mind is holding, and how many things are opposite to that of the it's a very jumping from one branch to the other branch like a monkey, and how we can make the mind content and happy all the time. It is impossible. It's not possible for. So why we have to think about the mind happiness and working on that? I believe that is the reason for all these addictions. And the I think the every people are working on that, focusing on that. Whatever the developments happened in this 21st century, all are focused on to keep the mind happy. Mind has to be in a comfortable state. Mind has to be in a happy state. This is the way all the developments are happened in this century. And that is creating the more problems, more imbalances of this world, more imbalances of this body. Triggers of addiction, substances, behaviors, and the other underlying factors. So as we discussed, the substance are the addiction reason. Behaviors, our personality is the one of the main reason. Because the personality, when you go through the each and every personality in this world. Now, in this world means we can't find I think 1% of the people has a very sattvic personality. We are all comes under some or other personality disorders. We are all, including me. So we are not working on that. I am having some disorder that I have to overcome. I am not ready to overcome that because I believe I am the perfect. I am the perfect and I am not ready to change. I am not ready to transform myself from that disorder. It is a disorder. It is not a disease. It is a disorder. So it is not in an order. So how I can make that order? Only when we start practicing the sukha, creating the good space, creating the, I think my mind has to become the servant. My mind has to become the service person for creating the good vibration, good energy around us. This is the way we have to practice our life. Our philosophy, our Indian philosophy is an amazing philosophy, amazing tool where we respect our karma, our dharma for the good cause, good space. When we thinking about the dharma, we say sanatana dharma. We say every day we have to follow the dharma. We say it as a righteous actions. What is the righteous action means? Righteous action means is nothing but the creating the good space. When I am thinking about the Sanatana Dharma, my Dharma is to how I can keep this beautiful creation of this universe, this earth, this space where I am living. That is my Sanatana Dharma. Whatever I am doing, it should not imbalance this beautiful earth, beautiful universe. From my side, whatever I can do to create the good energy, good positive vibration, positive energy. It's only happen with my good thoughts, selfless thought, happy thoughts, joyful thoughts of giving, serving, nurturing. This is our life purpose. I am here for, I got this body, and my duty is to complete my karma in this lifetime. What I did according to my prarabdhas, according to my previous birth actions. I am here to go through that atonement, go through that prayaschitta by doing the dharma and satkarma. That is my life. That is the way we have to experience the life. Impact of addictions, health consequences. Addiction can lead to various physical and mental health issues. Family strain, what we discussed already. Financial burden, that is when we come to the monetary, it imbalances. When we think about the life, when you go through the alcohol addiction person, his life is destroyed because of the alcohol. You can see that how that state of being is changed from the wealthy, stabilized life, from the poor, begging state of his life. Everybody knows about one person or two person or in our day-to-day life, how they made the imbalances with the alcohol addictions. Social isolation. Now we are all, even we are still now, we are all still holding the addictions. The isolation is happening only to the poor people. But there are so many in the rich, in the royal families, there are so many imbalances are happening. We are not considering that. I had a patient from Malaysia. He is addicted to the alcohol and the cigarettes. Cigarette means the drugs also, I think the smoke. He had a stroke. He's only 28-year-old. He came by the chartered his father's aeroplane. Even though he has millions of money, he cannot enjoy all those things. Enjoy means experience all those things because of these addictions. We have treated him and he went back. But the problem is how much we are taking the life to do the dharma, do the satkarma to the world. We believe that, oh, happiness, if I get happiness from the cannabis, that is the lifetime happiness. When you go through the different stories of the, I think our richest millionaires, film actors, when we go through their stories, they believe that we are still has to experience the ultimate drugs. For that, the researchers are going on that process. What is the ultimate street drugs or the ultimate drugs we can get for the happiness? They are all not realizing the dharma, what I have to do. They only think about their selfish happiness. The impact of the drugs on the brain. So here you can see how the brain become unnatural to the system. Brain forgetting their own functions. Who is the culprit in this? Organ or my ego? We have to think how we can make that love and care to this beautiful body, which is created by the Supreme Creator. There are so many risk factors we can experience when for the pregnant birth defect. If we are taking the drugs or alcohol or addictive things during the pregnancy period, it will relate so many defects of the child, defects of the children. Now you can see the people are when the 20% of the new generation progenies are having some kind of cognitive issues like autism. Like the children are having so many that kind of. It can be because of this our life practices with all these drugs and the other addictive things. Premature delivery, so many withdrawal symptoms can create problems to the newborns. These are the stages of the drug addiction. Experimentation happens in the first stage, and then regular use, then risky use, and the dependency happens in the fourth stage. And the behavioral consequence of the drug abuse: aggression and paranoia, impaired judgment, loss of self-control, and we become the very like a parasite. How the parasite live in this world? We become the parasite. That is the reason we say yatraiga smridivibramsha tatsarvam asaduyal. We should not become, or we should not go away from our personality. Personality means as a person. So all these addictive things will alter your personality. So dosha disruption, comprehensive approach on the. Now we can come to the Ayurveda approach. Ayurveda offers the holistic solution to overcome the addiction-related diseases. When we are thinking about the Ayurveda therapy, you know that Adi, Baudiga, Adi Deviga, and Adhyatmiga. This protocol we have to use. Yukti Vyabhasraya, Deva Vyabhasraya, and Sattva-vajaya. Yukti Vyabhasraya is the Panchakarma or Shodhana Chikilsa and Shamana Chikilsa. That is the Yukti Vyabhasraya Chikilsa. In Panchakarma, we go for in our Vaidyagrama, when the patient come for the Ayurveda therapy for the addiction, de-addiction, we have a protocol of Panchakarma with initial preparation for the Panchakarma with the different kinds of Svedana therapies. Then we go for the Snehabana when the Agni is fine. Agni is in a balanced state. When we go for the ghee therapy, oleation therapy. Then we go for the 1 day steam for performing the Vamana therapy, vomiting therapy. The purpose of vomiting therapy is to not only clearing the excess kapha or excess blockages or toxins of the body. It also helps to clear the nervous system, central nervous system. It will brings the opening of the channels of the central nervous system. And then we will go for the Shirodhara kind of therapies. Then we will go for the, after a few days of Shirodhara, we go for the Nasyam, nasal instillation. That also brings the clarity. Most of the time we go for the certain ghee preparations like Panchagavya Gridam or Mahapaishaji Gridam or that kind of or even Mahakalyana Gridam. And we do with the Anugridam. Anugridam is the one of the same Pitta pacifying combination of the Anutaila, which is told in the Ashtanga Sangraha. For the Pitta condition, we can go for the same combination of the herbs. Base is the ghee. So we make that for the Nasya. And I believe it is very important to follow the Devyavabhasraya and the Sattva-vajaya. After that process, after the Yukti Vyabhasraya, we have to follow the and from my experiences, I believe 28 days or 21 days of Panchakarma is not really not more than that we need to make the person, because Devyavabhasraya Chikilsa is very important. Devyavabhasraya means what it means actually. When we go deeper into the Devyavabhasraya, it is not merely doing some puja or some, it is not that actually. It is accepting the reality and following the dharma in our life. When we are in a bad habit, to change that bad habit into the good habit, we very minimum days of rehabilitation or changing the habit. We need 90 days. And we tell the patient rehabilitation is very important. It is very important to transform their habits to the good, and it is very important the environment also. Here we are all living in a 40-acre land, in the middle of the 40-acre land. We are away from the all kinds of stimulating things. Today we are also discussing two case studies. In that we experienced two kinds of patient. One patient is from the outside the country, and one is from India. And the first person he's from Canada, and he has, I think I am going to that. These are all things I think we can if the time is there, we can do it. This is the Madateya, the Ayurveda explanation on Madateya. Yes. So this is the patient case. He was here for only for, I can say, around 20, not 20, I think 1.5 months. 1.5 months he was here. And we did the proper Ayurveda cleansing process. And during the stay here, he had several occasions, the withdrawal symptoms. And withdrawal symptoms are very panic withdrawal symptoms. Panic withdrawal symptoms means he will hit his head on the wall and making so much of I think blood will come. It's like that kind of panic attacks. All are because of the cannabis. Cannabis usage is very. He started from when he was 15-year-old, when he was in teenage. That is the very. And even though he is not following any religious thing, he born in a I think Jewish or Muslim. For him, he followed our practices, whatever we practice. But as he is not stayed here for 90 days, I felt when he going back, he was very happy person and very wonderful to see him, because when he came, he's like a wild animal. when he go back, he was very sattvic person. But I heard after 2 months later, he started again with his friends. I believe that reason is nothing but because of he has grown and experienced the life with the Western mind. And it is very difficult to follow an habit and relearning the everything and starting a new way of life. We need extra time. It is very important. So that is why I want to make the two case studies, comparing the case studies. We need time for making the person from the bad habit to the good habit. It is only we can do it by making the atmosphere around. So merely the Shodhana Chikitsa will not function or will not helpful for the person. We have to go for the holistic way of treatment and make sure that rehabilitation has to be happen with all this, because I don't think in the metro cities we cannot do that kind of practices. Practices means making them to stay for several months. It is very difficult for them because automatically there will be so many stimulating things happening around. So he has experienced anxiety and habit pulling. Yeah, all the time he has the obsessive, that compulsive disorder of doing that. All those things are changed because the body become very pure by going through that panchakarma. But the mind has to practice the good habits, and also the subconscious mind also has to change accordingly. We have given the all pitta pacifying medicines for the treatment. You can see that all the physical changes, the body has a very good improvement. The mental change, we have to work on that, because we couldn't do that as he couldn't stay here for 3 months. So patient received a combination of Ayurvedic internal medicine, various therapeutic procedures address their physical and mental health concern. While some symptoms have improved, patients will continue with the Ayurvedic treatment addressed with persistent issues as anxiety, depression, and the disturbed sleep. So that is the thing. When he was here, the initial days he was very good in the sleep and everything. Everything is very good. Only during that Snehapana time there is a imbalance. Other than that, he is a very good the sleep and everything. The second one is 41-year-old male with acute jaundice, shivering of the hands because of the chronic alcoholism, blabbering at night, difficulty in walking. So he also gone through this process. And he has a very positive result. I believe as they has a ability to understand our culture, our tradition, and easy to follow the Ayurveda prescriptions, easy to feel that, yes, I am doing something bad to my body. I have to overcome this. It will create so much of imbalances in the society. Not only the family, society, every. And that made a very, very good response. So these are all the medicines we have given for him. These are all the treatment we have given to him. These are the take-home medicine we have given. So all are based on the liver function to improve, and mind too has to be more on strengthening the nervous system. Altogether, it made the change. So overcoming the stigma, the education, increasing the public understanding of addiction as a treatable medical condition, not more moral failing. So that is a very, very stigma we are all having. The medicine is needed to balance the problems. If we are sticking on the medicines only the heals, that will not helpful. As we are using Ayurveda medicine, it will not harming. But why we have to unnecessarily giving the medicine which doesn't have an action after a period or a period? It will not helpful. So as an Ayurveda physician, we have to very clear on the medicines. How many months we can follow this? When we have to stop the medicine? And we have to tell the patient to, or make the patient to understand why I did this. So that clarity we have to follow in our prescription. And it is very difficult for a physician. Even though Ayurveda physician has to treat the patient as our own child, now we are not ready to do that because of I am not getting enough time to. But there is so much of I think goodness with this information technology and all. 1 minute counseling can create a very good transformation to our patient. So we have to as I said earlier, we have to show our love and care. And my purpose is I born for creating the good space on the patients. So we are all very responsible to do that. The consultation 1 hour consultation and giving the medicines will not finishes our responsibility as an Ayurveda physician, because we are Ayurveda physicians. Ayurveda means the entire life. We are responsible for keeping the balance of their life till the either doctor dies or the patient dies. So we now from this talk, last year also I made the same statement. We have to practice Ayurveda in our own life in all other means, all means. How I can create this beautiful nature around me? How I can bring the energy from my thoughts, from my words, from my actions to balance the Vata Pitta Kapha in the with full of love and how we can say love and care. I am not using the word compassion because compassion is again is a egocentric emotion, because I am good, you are not good. So I am showing the compassion on you. So that is not the practice as an Ayurveda physician. We have to go the unconditional care, unconditional love. We have to think about or practice in our every day-to-day practice. Say no to the drug. That means actually drugs, not only the drugs, any stimulating, any things which makes the imbalances in in the body and the space, we have to say no. Sarve bhavantu sugina, sarve santu niramaya, sarve bhadrani pashyantu, ma kaschil dukkha bhag bhavet. So every practice, this is our logo, the Sarve Bhavantu Sukhina. Every action, what we are doing, from our thoughts, from our actions, from our words, to create the Sukha, create the good space. Sarve Sandhu Niramaya. And I am praying for the how we can devoid of everything around me doesn't have any illness. Niramaya. There is no ama. Ama means toxins. Every things has to be in their own space without any ama, without any negative energy, without any toxins. Sarve bhadrani pashyantu. Sarve bhadrani pashyantu. Everything has to be in their own space. Bhadra. Ma kashil dukkha bhag bhavet. Nobody is affected with the bad space. Nobody create any bad space around us. This is the prayer we have to do. This is the practice we have to do in our day-to-day life. Then we can experience the beautiful world. That we can make the amazing our karma duty as a human being. By this, I am closing my talk. What is the time?
Thank you so much, sir, for such an informative session with all the practical knowledge that you have shared. In case anybody has any queries, they can post it in the chat box or ask sir directly now. We are keeping it open for 5 minutes. So hope all are very clear with the topic. So we had about more than like 120 to 130 participants joining in. After an hour, few of them have dropped out due to commitments, I guess. Okay, so since you're free to still share the doubts by mail after the session. So the purpose is to gain knowledge and to become more confident and spread the knowledge of Ayurveda or practice.
Surely, I think I can share my number, my mobile number to them. Is there any question? We can discuss.
Yes. So with this, on behalf of the organizing committee, I would like to thank Ramdas sir for sharing his views on this topic. This is a topic which we very rarely discuss and ponder or think upon or have explored in Ayurveda actually. There might be many gurus who have been practicing, but for Shishyas and for the younger generation, I think it is an insight which they can work on. I would also like to extend my sincere gratitude to our mentors, Devendra Tribunalji, President GB RAV, for his continued support, guidance, and blessings. Our director, Dr. Vandana Siroma ma'am, who is the guiding force for all the events at RAV. Ved Rajesh Kotecha, sir, Secretary Ministry of Ayush, for his encouragement in all endeavors towards Ayurveda and the knowledge of Ayurveda. Most importantly, I would like to express my thanks to all the gurus, shishyas, and Ayurvedic scholars who joined in today and contributed to make this webinar a successful one. Last but not the least, I would like to thank each and every member of the RAV organizing team who worked behind the scene also to make this event a successful one. Our next session of Gyan Ganga will be on 11th June 2024 by Ved Dhanraj. He is our guru from Nagpur. He will be throwing light on Basti Karma and different types of Bastis in clinical practice. Hope to see you next Thursday. Till then, let us continue our efforts to learn and live for Ayurveda. Shubhadanam. Namaste.
So thank you, Pujaji. And
Thank you, sir.
I think hopefully I don't know